This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fiesta Shows.
This holiday season, experience the magic of the celebration of lights. Drive through over a mile of glittering road transformed into a wonderland of color with more than 1 million LED lights in the Merrimack Valley, South Shore, Central Mass, and Maine. Now through January 3rd, save on tickets and enter to win at fiesta.1degreeoutside.com.
Sunday Evening Essentials, getting you ready for the week ahead here at the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. I'm meteorologist Matt Noyes. Thank you to everybody who sent in pictures and video today with the Send to Us tab of our app. That includes Beth in Freiburg, Maine. This was the scene this morning, and Beth wasn't alone. This was the scene in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Dave, thanks for grabbing the video. It was a winter wonderland for a lot of the North Country in the early going on this Sunday. And for some folks, there's still a little bit of that coming down. You get into northern Maine. It was all ahead of a funny-looking warm front. There's a lot of warmth coming up the Hudson River Valley. You can see downpours, thunder, cloud-to-ground lightning happening right now inside some of this, lifting off the south coast. Got 1.5 inches of rain in a short period of time at Block Island, and that is what's lifting north. So count on it pouring for a little while during the night tonight. Track it all for free in 5 stars with our app. It's the 1 Degree Outside Weather app. Go to the radar tab and do Past+Future mode. You can also track the radar anytime using our streaming network. It's New England's only weather network on your smart TV, online, or on our app. By the way, on that streaming network, we also have airport delays, which, of course, is becoming more and more important, and we update that all through the day as well. So the rain blasts through this evening, some rumbles of thunder. It's cloudy tonight, some fog when it's raining. For the most part, fog's not going to be a huge deal for you during the overnight. Notice as we get deeper into the evening, things let up for a while in southern New England, shift to the north. The mix goes to rain when you get into northern Maine eventually after getting about 1 inch or 2 of accumulation, particularly with terrain. And notice in the pre-dawn through tomorrow morning's commute, rain does come back. So plan on the morning commute being slowed, and it will stay that way all the way through about mid to late morning or so. Total rain just in the next 12 to 14 hours is going to be on the order of about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch, with, again, those spots where you get a thunderstorm that may go inch and a half in a short period of time. Overnight tonight, we don't cool down. You have to worry about icing or anything like that, except for the spots that already have the mix going on far north. And the overall weather picture is to keep lifting this out during the afternoon on Monday and then bring in a gusty wind on Tuesday. Some upslope snow in the mountains we'll look at in a minute. Wednesday, this disturbance will be talked about because it may bring some snowflakes into southern New England during the day Wednesday, but temperatures should be above freezing. I don't think they would stick for all that much across southern New England. And then Thursday, be back in the kind of scattered mountain rain and snow showers. So again, as you get past noon on Monday, there's fewer around. Not nothing, though. There's still a couple of downpours that can pop up on our Monday afternoon. By evening, you're pretty much done with it. Well, watch out in Vermont because the temperature is cooler, but should rise above the freezing mark for us until we get to the overnight Monday night. Colder air moves in. Lake effect snow coming off the Great Lakes out in New York and particularly Lake Ontario throws moisture back into Vermont, and all of the mountains of northern New England get some upslope snow showers during the course of Tuesday, which will add up. I'll show you that in a minute. A couple of those snow showers may break off for central and northern New England Tuesday afternoon. Shouldn't be a huge deal, but with the temperature going below freezing as soon as 8 p.m. Tuesday, can't rule out that there may be a slick spot in here that would have to be treated on Tuesday evening. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on the fine details of those snow showers. Again, Monday high temperatures nearing 60 south and much, much cooler the farther north that you go. Here comes the blast of chill Monday night. By the time we get to Tuesday, our high temperatures Tuesday are only going to be running in the 30s for most of us, near 40 in southern New England. The wind on Tuesday out of the west is going to be gusty. In fact, we're thinking by the time we get to midday and early afternoon, you've got gusts that are on the order of about 35 to 40 miles per hour. When you couple that with the colder air, that creates a wind chill. Tuesday's feels like forecast. My goodness, the 20s in northern and western New England, the 30s for the rest of us. It feels like winter on Tuesday. Tuesday night, remember I told you there could be that slick spot here and there where a snow shower hits, and certainly in the mountains with the upslope snow. In terms of how much snow we're thinking, if you put it all together and what's coming down here, it actually adds up quite a bit in some of the northern mountains of Vermont. This is where when you get around Jay Peak, it's possible you get 6 to 8 inches of snow over the first half of the week. But notice even farther south, that Wednesday thing I told you about, I don't think it's going to stick. But the higher terrain in northern and western Worcester County, western Mass, central northern western Connecticut, may get a little coating on the grass in a couple of spots. Wednesday's highs are generally in the 40s, though. That's why I'm not really kind of up in arms over it. And then Wednesday night, you hang out in the 30s for a lot of New England. What about the water table? We still got the drought going on in northern New England. Actually, we do make some progress. I mean, it's a good solid 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain or precipitation. When you melt it all down that comes in, that is going to help the water table, certainly in these spots. Quick note for the mariners. Obviously, with the wind blowing the way it will, the waves are going to get churned. They're going to be worse the farther offshore that you go. So if you are part of an offshore fishing fleet, just keep in mind, it is quite a bumpy ride here getting through the first half of the week. Seas at times going to be about 20 feet offshore. They tend to start coming down as we get beyond Wednesday, and the wind begins to come down as well. But 'tis the season for all that, right? Membership.onedegreeoutside.com for more exclusive content or to support the mission. Have a great start to the week. We'll see you Monday morning. Of course, pattern predictions. Looking out to the next 2 weeks of weather coming up on Monday as well.